Let's look at the code optimization. It is the phase after intermediate code generation. If you look at all the phases, after intermediate code generation, you'll see the optimization phase. The main intention of this phase is code optimization phase is reducing the number of lines in the program. If you have 100 lines, maybe if you could reduce it to 80 lines, that is the main intention of this. And in any program, if you take any program, a majority of the time is spent by every program. It is statistically analyzed that majority of the time which is spent in every program is actually inside the loops. So every program you take, 99% of the programs will have loops, and most of the time will be spent inside the loops, in case if it is an iterative program. Otherwise, if it is not an iterative program, then you could have had this recursive program. Anyways, a block will be there, and majority of the time will be spent on the block, and mainly that block will be iterative block in most of the programs. Therefore, reducing the number of lines in the loop will actually reduce the overall time of the program. Even if you could reduce one line inside a loop, that is actually reducing thousands of lines, or how many ever lines, the number of times the loop is going to be executed. Let us say a loop is going to be executed 1 million times, and if you have reduced only one line inside the loop, effectively you have reduced 1 million lines, isn't it? Therefore, most of the optimization is actually focused on eliminating the redundancies inside a loop, or decreasing number of lines inside the loop. Outside the loop, even if you decrease one line, that is not going to be of huge help by any compiler, right? So if you look at it, optimizations are of two types. One is machine independent and other is machine dependent. Machine independent means you need not worry about what is the type of machine the compiler is working on. You can directly do it on every machine. Machine dependent means depending on the features available for a machine, we could apply these optimizations. For example, some machines will have better features, better instruction set. Some instructions will be like this. If you want to increment a variable, most of the machines, they will have 3 lines: fetch the variable, increment the value, and then store it back. And some of the architectures, they have just one instruction: increment inc that variable. With just one instruction, it is going to be done. Therefore, depending on the capacities of the machine, we could do some optimizations, and some optimizations are applied for all the machines. For example, see this. Machine independent means loop optimizations. Every program is going to have a loop, and in that loop optimizations we can do in that loop we can do some optimizations, that is loop optimizations. And there are various types of loop optimizations like chord motion or frequency reduction. I'll take example and explain you each one of them. And then loop unrolling, loop jamming, and folding or constant propagation. It is not loop optimization, it is a normal optimization which is machine independent. And redundancy elimination, strength reduction. I'll take an example and I'll explain you each of this. And coming to this machine dependent optimizations, there is a register allocation. So this register allocation is again a topic which will be discussed in CO as well. So I am going to defer this topic to CO. In computer organization, we are going to use some graph coloring techniques and register allocation, and we are going to combine these two concepts, and we are going to see how register allocation is going to work. Okay, that I am going to show you at CO, not here. And next one is use of addressing modes. So addressing modes are very specific to the architecture. It is not that a particular addressing mode is going to be present in all the computers or all the platforms. And then peephole optimizations, so redundant load and store. So better I'll take an example and explain you all this. So what you could do is you can make a note of it. I'll just read it out for you. Redundant load and store, flow of control options, and flow of control optimizations, not options. Strength reduction, use of machine code. So what I would like you to do is just copy this table, then I'll get into each one by one, and then we shall discuss about all this. Okay, please copy it. Just zoom in and copy it. You can pause the video, copy it. Okay, fine.
Hi, if you are planning to do masters, then doing masters abroad is better than doing masters in India. I'll give you all the reasons. So First reason is, out of 1 lakh students who take GATE every year, there are only 500 seats in old IITs. So all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%, and IITs, universities better than IITs, they have very good acceptance rate like 30%, 40%, but all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%. And if you are working hard to get into IIT Bombay's ranking is 177 and IIT Roorkee's ranking is 400. If you are happy to get into IIT Roorkee, then getting into universities better than IIT Roorkee is easier compared to getting into IIT Roorkee. And looking at the salaries for computer science, for software jobs, if you have done your masters in computer science in US, the salaries are ranging from 80 lakhs per year to 1.2 crore per year. So even if you take an average of 1 crore per year, your savings will be much higher than the salaries in India. After taxes and your cost of living, you can easily save 40 to 50 lakhs per year. And in India, the maximum jobs that you get is around 30 lakhs. So your savings will be much greater than the salaries in India. And these are all the services that we provide. University shortlisting. So depending on your profile, we will shortlist what are the universities that you have to apply, and statement of purpose building, and then LOR guidance, and GRE and English test assistance, and education loan assistance. So you don't have to have any collateral, which means without any security, now you can get education loan. Getting education loan is very simple these days, and whatever the amount of fee that you have a range of universities. You can apply for 10 lakh universities, 20 lakh universities, or 50 lakh universities. But whatever it is, you are going to get complete education loan, and you can pay off your education loan in 1 year after you get a job. And then we do visa assistance, mock visa interviews, and then connecting with the university alumni. So now you might ask why we should join Game of Visas. So the answer is, we have 90% success rate, 99% success rate. And these are all the destinations that we guide the students to. So we guide students to any country that you want to go. So now it is not just USA. We guide to UK, Germany, Australia, Canada. So we guide students to all the countries. We work with all the destinations. And if you are interested in going abroad, you have to just drop us a message on this WhatsApp number 9494 555 454. Okay, thank you.